Things are becoming heated, and it appears that some major drama is about to break out. Rema and Eazy The Block are having a heated argument about the most recent episode of Trauma EP. According to some sources, the argument began with affliction. In addition, Rema and the Captain have been discussing Remy's feelings for Papoose constantly, sharing their opinions with anyone who will listen. However, the tension didn't end there. In the car, the Captain openly questioned Remy's loyalty, which led to a heated argument. It gets even messier when you think that everything is made worse by Remy's annoyance at Papa's new girlfriend. Here's the scoop in case you missed it. This wasn't just a sudden explosion. It had been developing for some time. It appears that Remy has been struggling with Papoose's new relationship for months and has been turning to Eazy to cope. The whole situation is on the verge of blowing up and could blow up at any time, so stay tuned. This one isn't over yet. After weeks of tension, Remy finally broke. The rumors hurt after it was revealed that Remy had cheated on him with an easy-to-get-along underground rapper. Things really took a turn for the worse when Papoose made their split public by posting a Father's Day photo of himself with his daughter, Captain. Remy then shocked everyone by abruptly vanishing from social media, indicating that something significant had happened. After the dust settled, Remy and Eazy began hanging out more. But what's going to happen now? Will Remy and Eazy's brief romance end? Or is this just the start of something bigger? The drama is far from over, and there's a lot more to come. Things got messy quickly after an incident with rapper G died, even though Remy was seen helping behind the scenes. Gaddy wasn't afraid to spill the truth. He didn't hold back, revealing why Remy and E were so close and even calling out her complicated relationship with him. When GTI accused Remy of cheating on Papoose, the man who had been her rock for years, he didn't mince words. Papa was the one who supported her during her incarceration and remained by her side no matter what. The situation took a crazy turn when Papo didn't outright deny the accusations that Remy had cheated, instead appearing to quietly agree with them. G Daddy's explosive remarks only made matters worse as rumors of Remy's infidelity spread like wildfire. Since Remy was such a well-known person, everyone assumed she would deny the claims right away. But now that silence isn't always a sign of weakness, it certainly raised eyebrows. As if that wasn't enough, the Block made an announcement, and the drama continued to escalate. Soon, another person who had been spotted with Remy became embroiled in the story, and their identities were made public, which sparked even more rumors. Some mainstream media outlets even went so far as to claim that Remy was in a polyamorous relationship, which further complicated matters. To top it all off, Remy's close friendships with some people became a source of criticism, which added fuel to the fire. The story continues to twist and turn, and it's obvious that things are far from settled. There's a lot more to come, so stay tuned. You won't want to miss how things get even more bizarre. At first, Remy attempted to deny that anything was going on. The truth couldn't remain hidden for long, though, as more news outlets began to report on it. A few weeks ago, Remy allegedly dropped another bombshell, claiming that she had started dating boxing champion Claressa Shields. If you thought that was shocking, wait, it gets worse. Remy then posted a screenshot of Papoose with his new girlfriend and added a savage comment. "I can't get Papoose to leave my apartment after he fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields." That post shattered what little relationship she had left with Claressa. The two women got into a heated argument, and Claressa even threatened to harm Remy if they ever crossed paths again, despite the fact that Remy is a champion boxer. Claressa reportedly hung up on Remy as soon as she heard her voice. The whole situation left everyone in shock. The truth is out now, and Remy's world seems to be falling apart. Stay tuned because this drama is far from over. Remy couldn't hold back her frustration when she saw Papoose dating someone else. It's hard to ignore how much anger she's been showing. And it's clear she's still upset about their split because she was the one who cheated on him in the first place. Now that he's moved on and found peace with someone new, she can't seem to handle it. She's furious that he's happy without her after all the drama with Clarissa. When the Block Captain took the stage at an open event, Remy arrived just minutes after the concert began, and the crowd went wild, obviously excited to see him. However, what happened next was completely unexpected. Even though Remy was still with Eazy, the Block Captain, she couldn't escape the drama that ensued. As soon as a video of the incident went viral, people started berating her for causing trouble with Papoose. The backlash was fierce, and Remy wasn't prepared for it. When asked the difficult question, she instantly replied, "Yes," in the hopes that things wouldn't get worse. According to sources, Eazy feels that Remy is taking advantage of him and not treating him with the respect he deserves. From the moment Remy began criticizing Papoose for moving on, everything seemed to spiral out of control. Now, it's not just her relationship with Papoose that's at stake, it's also her connection with Eazy. Things are becoming more intense, and it appears that karma may be catching up with Remy because she betrayed Papoose by moving on with Eazy while they were still together. Fans are talking about this, and the idea that Remy cheated on Papo has angered many people. Many believe she should have treated him better, especially after all the love and support he gave her. Some even say this is why people are wary of dating women from New York. It's obvious that Remy's actions have disappointed many fans. As for Remy, it looks like she's really struggling right now, possibly dealing with a midlife crisis or the consequences of betrayal. We've all seen the drama unfold, but what's the real story behind it? Let's change the subject and talk about 50 Cent. His life is much more complicated than it first appears. In 1996, his girlfriend Shenika Tompkins gave him a kiss. Looking back, she might realize that leaving Papoose was one of her biggest mistakes, even though Eazy The Block Captain is fairly well known in the rap world. His public image isn't as clear as some might think. Some people wonder if he's actually attractive or if Remy just used him to help her move on from Papoose. After giving birth to their son Maris, everything appeared to be going well. But as time passed, their relationship and their family's relationship began to deteriorate. By the time 50's relationship with his oldest son Maris began to fall apart, he became closer to his younger son. But 50's relationships, particularly with his children, are anything but straightforward. When Maris was younger, he looked up to his father as if he were a superhero, but as he grew older, that admiration turned into disappointment. By 2008, when things became legal, their father-son relationship was in serious trouble, and it never fully recovered. When Maris was spotted hanging out with Kenneth Supreme's son in 2008, 50 Cent became so enraged that he posted a message online saying he wouldn't mind if a bus hit both Maris and McGriff's son. This was a clear indication of how bad things had gotten between them. Maris didn't help matters either, continuing to hang out with people his father didn't approve of and posting negative things about him on social media. Both father and son were too stubborn to back down, which only made their relationship worse. The relationship is more toxic and complicated. Maris has always stated that his goal was to spend time with his father, 50 Cent, and not to get money, even though 50 Cent was paying $6,700 in child support each month. 50 Cent said that social media wasn't the right place to fix things, but for Maris, it was about rebuilding their relationship, not about the money. Maris tried to contact his dad directly on social media and didn't have his phone number, but he was blocked. In the meantime, Maris began releasing music in the hopes of finding his own path and escaping the shadow of his well-known father. 50 Cent's relationship with his eldest son, Maris, has always been different from his relationship with his second son, Sire. Although things with Maris have been difficult, it seemed that 50 was closer to his younger son, Sire. However, in March 2024, when his mother, Daphne, went public on social media, she declared that she was done having children. This shows how complicated family ties can be. Daphne said that the abuse she had endured had broken her heart, and their already tense relationship only got worse when 50 Cent denied the accusations of abuse. However, things didn't settle down, and 50 Cent even appeared to be trying to get full custody of Sire. What had started out as a private matter soon caught the attention of the media, and it wasn't just about court battles anymore. It was all over the news. 50 Cent's life has been full of difficult moments that have shaped who he is today. He is not just known for his music and fame, but also for the hardships he has faced. One of the major moments in his life was when he was found guilty of misdemeanor vandalism, pled guilty, served 3 years of probation, and completed community service. But it wasn't just his legal troubles that garnered media attention. His relationship with Kenneth Supreme McGriff was also a part of his past. McGriff is more than just a nickname. He's connected to the shooting that almost killed 50 Cent in 2000. Fans were left wondering what this meant for their relationship when he saw his oldest son, Maris, hanging out with McGriff's son. 50 was always concerned with providing a bright future for his youngest son, Sire, and many questioned whether or not things could ever get better between him and Maris. Despite growing up in a difficult environment, 50 Cent's journey has been shaped by some really difficult times, particularly when it comes to his mother, Sabrina Jackson. She was a strong woman who worked hard to give him a better life, but tragically, when he was just 8 years old, his mother was taken from him in 1983. It is believed that she was murdered, drugged, and knocked unconscious, and her apartment was set on fire. The mystery surrounding her death has haunted 50 Cent for years, and his relationship with Maris has become even more complicated in 2018. Sabrina Jackson was a fighter who made a name for herself in a world that wasn't always kind to women, especially in her community. Her strength and ambition didn't just shape 50 Cent's drive for success, they also left him with emotional scars that he's carried with him for the rest of his life. In interviews, 50 said that the loss of his mother has had a lasting impact on him, and no matter how successful he has been, the pain of her death and the unanswered questions about it continue to shape who he is today. Hardship and loss have characterized his life and career, and it's evident that these early struggles had a significant impact on the person 50 Cent became when he lost his mother, Sabrina Jackson, when he was just 8 years old. He frequently reflects on the specifics of her terrible death and how it profoundly affected him, and he believes that someone was to blame for her passing. Sabrina was a strong woman who did everything in her power to prepare 50 Cent for the harsh realities of life. One of the things she always told him was, "Get up, what are you crying for?" Her words stuck with him and influenced how he dealt with obstacles throughout his life, and even now as an adult, 50 Cent acknowledges that life can be unpredictable and that losing his mother was the hardest thing he has ever gone through. 50 Cent frequently claims that he was his grandmother's baby, and that bond meant everything to him. Growing up on the rough streets, he had to put up a tough exterior, but life with his grandmother was a place of comfort. Of course, it wasn't always easy. There was tension at times, especially with his Aunt Sylvia, who didn't like that Curtis had become the center of the family. However, by the time he was 12, he was already involved in a dangerous lifestyle, selling drugs and living on the streets, even though he felt like he had no choice but never wanted to follow that path. 50 Cent's family has always played a significant role in his life, but things haven't always been easy. His relationships with his mother, Daffy Joy, and his youngest son, Sire, have had ups and downs. The loss of his grandmother, however, was a pain that he claims was worse than anything he ever experienced. He recalls being called to the hospital during a family gathering, and her eyes lit up when she saw him, but soon after he heard her heart rate slow down. His aunt told him she had been waiting for him despite all the heartbreak he'd been through, but losing her left a lasting scar. In a now-deleted Instagram post from May 2023, Daffy publicly accused 50 Cent of mistreating her. 50 Cent didn't keep quiet about it, so he filed a lawsuit for slander, claiming that he was dedicated to his family and still working to leave a legacy full of love and hardships. This situation also caused tension between 50 Cent and his son Sire. 50 Cent has always wanted to be involved in his son's life, especially since he felt misunderstood. Under pressure, 50 Cent claimed that his difficult experiences made him want to be closer to his child. However, in a stunning turn of events, 50 Cent dropped the lawsuit in September 2023. The ongoing conflict with Sheena Tompkins, the mother of his oldest son Maris, is where things get really intense. For nearly 20 years, 50 Cent and Shaniqua have been caught in a toxic cycle of lawsuits, insults, and social media drama. In 2019, he accused him of trying to harm his reputation and keep him away from their child, which made it harder to stay out of the spotlight. However, this could mean that there is a chance for things to calm down and possibly resolve the conflict in the future. What do you think? Do you think it's time for 50 Cent and his family to move on from their past, or do you think they can still make things better? Let us know in the comments. You may have heard about the drama surrounding 50 Cent and his family for years, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. This is because Shanna spent money from his first big tour on cosmetic surgery instead of real estate, which only made their arguments worse. Their custody battle continued long after their 2008 divorce, and money problems only made matters worse. Sheena even demanded more money from him, which made things worse. I can see how complicated it all is. To start, 50 Cent's son Maris disclosed that his mother, Shaniqua, was receiving $40,000 a month from his father, which amounts to more than $500,000 annually. However, following a contentious legal battle, 50 Cent was able to have the payments reduced to $67, $1 per month, but the drama didn't end there. Shaniqua also got into more legal issues, and all of this affected their son. Maris has tried to avoid getting caught up in the chaos, but it's difficult to ignore when your parents are constantly in the news. Now, 50 Cent wasn't happy with the way things were going, so he didn't hold back and went on Instagram to tell Shaniqua to get a respectable job instead of. Making things worse, it seems like neither side is willing to compromise, which only makes things worse. If that wasn't enough drama, 50 Cent's personal life also made headlines when he appeared at the Power Season 6 premiere with his new girlfriend, Jur Hayes. The two seem to click and have been in the news ever since. However, with everything that has happened in 50 Cent's life, the big question is whether things will ever settle down or if this family drama will continue.